Good evening, everyone. My name is Shauna Barnes, and this is my initial post for the first session role play. So, for the first segment, how would you begin first meeting in terms of laying out the goals and structure and starting to join with the family and gain their trust? What I would initially do and say would be, good morning, everyone. I'm so glad that you were able to come out and meet with me. I think this definitely lets your daughter and your sister know that she does have support, even if she thinks she does not. And I think also being here, you're allowing yourself to be open-minded and to gain a better understanding of ways that you can help in the different ways of support that you can give. I know that this is a difficult time, so you may actually at this moment be feeling a little lost or a little confused, but I definitely want you to know that that's why you're here. You're here because you're looking for some type of guidance and direction. So I don't want you to feel that you have to have all the answers, or that if you say something it may be wrong or anything like that. I want you to give yourselves a break. You know, you're here to learn not only about each other, but about yourselves. So definitely give yourselves a break. There's no right or wrong answers here. The second thing I would like for you guys to know is that this is a safe space. So I don't want you to feel that you have to continue to have that wall up. I do understand that it takes a little bit of time to get used to me, to get used to this situation, to become more comfortable, and that is perfectly fine. There's no time frame for when this has to be done. Definitely pace yourself and give yourself time to actually become more comfortable, because once you're more comfortable, you'll be more open to different things that we may be talking about, and also different things that you may hear. So definitely, again, the goal is to not only find and identify some resources to help your daughter and sister, but to also find some resources to help yourselves. During our sessions, I know that there may be something that may be said that may not be recognizable to one of you, but maybe to another family member, that you guys could utilize to strengthen you guys' bond. So definitely keep an open. For my second segment, what might you say to interrupt any bickering or blaming that the parents may start to do with each other? What I would say would be, I also hear that there's a history of frequent arguments, which is first and foremost pretty normal with families. We want to make sure that it doesn't get to a level that someone is feeling attacked or berated. We definitely want to be able to, again, keep this a safe place, but also a place that there's respect amongst not only each other, amongst me to you guys, amongst you to myself, and vice versa. So I definitely want there to be an understanding of that. So what I also would like us to do that it is, if someone is talking, I want everyone to be able to give them eye contact. If there is an issue where I feel like maybe a conversation may be getting to the point that there is no resolution and maybe you are not hearing each other, I would like to ring a bell. In ringing that bell, that is for the idea of we're coming back to that's an understanding that we may have gotten a little bit too far off the topic, and it's time to kind of bring it back in. So in utilizing this bell, I kind of want there to be an understanding that, and to be able to catch yourselves like, hey, I think I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Let me regroup and bring it back. And then that way we'd be able to kind of figure out at what point did I begin to lose track of what we were talking about, and maybe I became a little bit more fixated on what was said, how it was said, instead of the actual content. So again, I want us to be able to have the opportunity for each of us to speak, including myself, but more specifically you guys. But I want you to not only be able to hear each other, to listen to each other, but to actually hear what each of you are saying, because I know sometimes it can be difficult, especially when we're upset I may be hearing you, because you're obviously not deaf, of course, but I may actually not be listening to what you're saying. So, and ringing that bell, that in me ringing that bell, that's a kind of reminder that, hey, I may not be in the space where I'm actually hearing what I'm being told or what's being shared to me. I may just be listening, and I need to stop, regroup, and open up my mind again. And for the third segment, how might you end the session, including any homework that you might suggest to them to meet the goals that they have set for themselves? So what I would say in that segment would be, for each of you guys' goals for yourself. So I definitely want you to be able to practice. The first homework assignment that I would like for you to have is to, first and foremost, be able to get yourselves a notebook, a tablet, and I want you to be able to write down some, not only the goals that you have for yourself, but write down some of your needs and wants as far as reaching those goals. What are some things that you may need to reach those goals? What are some things that you may already have but may want to further develop in reaching those goals? And then and put that on one side of the paper, and then on the other side of the paper, put what are some things that you feel like, or some ways, that you feel like your family members will be able to kind of help you in developing those skills, or getting those needs met. Because sometimes when we are in different situations like that, we may be needing something from a family member that we're not getting, or maybe there's a lack of understanding of the support that you need. So this will be able to kind of give you an insight to not only what may help you, but what may also help your loved one. Because again, they may want to help you, but they may not know how, or they may feel like what they can do may not be enough. So definitely be able to write those down, so that's something that you can visually reflect on whenever it's needed, and we can come back and discuss it. So again, I look forward to seeing each of you at our next session. And definitely, if anything comes in between that you need additional help for our session, please feel free to contact me.